Alright guys, this is some cauliflower porridge I made, courtesy of Eric Johnson's sharing of this idea. It's like 400 grams of cauliflower, I think, that I just heated up in the microwave until it got soft, mashed it up, added a little bit of almond breeze and sweetener, put it back in there for a couple minutes. This is how it was. You can tell the difference, but it's pretty good. I'd recommend it if you're on poverty macros. Next day, 2 whole eggs, a lot of egg whites, and some cucumber that I had sliced up. Just put this in the oven. The egg yolks stayed pretty soft. I just kind of mashed that Laughing Cow cheese into the yolks. That was pretty tasty. And of course, I had to add a little bit of reduced sugar ketchup on top. Here it is right before I ate it. I think I was watching Smallville as I ate this. That's why it's a little bit dark. Just had the lamp turned on. And I did some HIIT this day too. Later that day I had another omelet frittata thing. Just because of the volume and lack of fat content, I do this a lot. And I posted a picture of this on Instagram, labeled it a spinach, egg, and cheese pizza because of the way I sliced it. And this actually has turnip greens in it. That's what I used this time. I had canned turnip greens. I just drained them really well and put them in here. But I had a spinach one later, and I forgot that the picture was actually the turnip greens. That sauce there is just some Laughing Cow and Greek yogurt with seasonings. Here's my training from yesterday. I did 4 sets of 5 with a pause with 275, and I was supersetting with lat pull downs, and I did 4 sets of 8 to 10 there. And including the set of lat pull downs, my rest periods were between 2 and 3 minutes. So pretty short. Heart rate was pretty high, but I really did that just so that my training didn't take me too long and the intensity was still pretty decent, taking advantage of the metabolic stress and cell swelling from the pump, but not necessarily getting as much overload as I have in the past few weeks. But that's okay. I said I'm kind of treating this week like a deload. After these 2 exercises, I did a little circuit, like complexes, kind of similar to the recent video by Team 3DMJ coach Brad Loomis. I did kettlebell swings, some TRX rows, then some squats, and then some barbell curls. I didn't get the barbell curls filmed. And I just did 3 rounds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. The very last round I didn't do any kind of rows. I just skipped that part. I did 3 rounds and then I did 10 minutes on the elliptical. This was pretty high intensity, but definitely nothing like sprints on the elliptical or outside sprints. The idea originally was just to give my legs a break, so of course I ended up adding squats into this little circuit, so not really giving my legs that much of a break. But really it was just preference this day. I didn't want to do the same cardio routine I've been doing, and the plan was only 4 intervals with 10 minutes following that at a moderate intensity. So you're just seeing the exercises as I go through them. Like I said, I didn't film curls. These are all pretty much back to back, about 30 seconds rest between the exercises, and then I rested about 1.5 to 2 minutes and repeated for 3 total rounds of 4 sets. Hopefully that's not too confusing. If you have any questions about that, just leave them in the comment box and I'll try to respond. Training was okay. No training days are great right now, but that's alright. I'm almost there. Truthfully, I'm just doing my best to make it to the show at this point. Just trying to get through it. Did some posing in the bathroom. Went through some of the mandatories too, not all of them, but need to go through them. It's actually been a couple of weeks since I've gone through the mandatories, and I'm stepping on stage in a couple of weeks. These are kind of coming from the bottom, but I guess that kind of is where the judges are going to be looking from anyway, so that's alright. I needed to open up these side poses a little bit more, turn my chest a little bit more this way. And on this one, I needed to turn my feet out a little bit and really squeeze my glutes and hamstrings, but I was a little bit fatigued here. I'd already done my training session and cardio. Again, need to open this one up a little more. Definitely just about there as far as leanness goes. There's always some fat somewhere, but that's alright. Like I said, getting close. Here's the front lat spread. My lats that don't spread. Sorry about the camera being a little bit crooked. And on a few of these poses, like this one, my right elbow is kind of tucked in a little bit more than I would because the wall is in the way. So that's that. But yeah, I'm ready to step on stage. Not necessarily as far as leanness goes. Need to lose a little bit more, but as far as attitude goes, I'm definitely ready. And I'm ready to increase calories. I won't lie about that. I tucked my left arm into my side a little bit better here, and it definitely does improve the pose. Mitch Masterson recommended that, and I've tried it before and just didn't like it, but worked with it a little bit more here and definitely think it looks better. My triceps coming in a little bit too. A little bit more striations. Up next, this is my meal. It's kind of sad. I did follow this with some oatmeal though. I had plenty of room for oatmeal after this. That's just celery that I roasted and seasoned well. Then this is just like 300 grams of egg whites, and I got 2 new mustards that I was pretty excited about. Habanero and dill. So I had a little bit of each of these, like 1 serving of each, 2 servings of each. I think a serving of mustard is only 5 grams. 2 servings of each. This is mine, pretty boring. Bridget happened to come over as I was eating this, and she wanted one, so I made her one. This is it, and hers is much prettier than mine. 3 whole eggs, a slice of Velveeta jalapeno, a slice of white American, and spinach. Here's the oatmeal that I finished with, Pepto-Bismol oatmeal right here. That's actually flavored with some raspberry sugar-free Jell-O. I don't know if anybody else has tried that. You just kind of use it like you would use water. And it's pretty good. Added some sweetener, some PB2, and peanut butter too. It's a pretty tasty way to end the day. And if you've made it this far, I appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And don't if you didn't. I'll talk to you next time.